Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is my 39-week pregnancy update. As you can probably tell, I have not had a baby yet. I'm 39 weeks and 2 days today, so she's due on the 19th of April, which is next Tuesday, and I'm fully expecting to still be pregnant then. This past week, in fact ever since I have finished for maternity leave, has been a tease, to be honest with you. Now with Bill, I was 13 days late with him when I had him. I was induced and it went really well and everything, but it was a long wait and I fully expected that wait, to be honest. So, you know when you just know? Whereas this time I can't say that I know. I'm still like looking for little like twinges here and there, but this past week has been horrible for that. I've had regular clear outs all the time, and for someone that has openly spoken about pregnancy constipation, that is really unusual for me, and I have felt queasy. I've been really tired. I've had days where I'm literally knocked for 6 and I cannot do anything, and then the next day I have this burst of energy and I'm acting like a crazy person. I'm walking around the house smelling things like, does this need to be washed, or can I wipe that, can I clean this? I've swept the floor and done all of that like numerous times, like hoovered like a banshee. So I'm definitely nesting, but I've just been feeling really weird. I've had a lot of pressure down there. I lose my plug every few days. I lose a little bit of it. I did have a midwife appointment last week after I filmed. I think it was the day after, and I asked her if it was my plug because I was pretty certain it was, and she was like, oh, it will be, because once you've seen a plug you know a plug, and it's coming away in bits and bobs, and she said it'll keep doing that now probably, and not to get too excited unless it is like tinged with blood, and then it's obviously like your bloody show. She also felt to see whether or not this baby girl was engaged, and she is 3/5 palpable, I think, so that means that 2/5 of her head is sitting down in my pelvis and they can feel the other 3/5. So obviously when I'm no fifths palpable, that means she's fully engaged. I don't know what she is now because obviously that was almost a week ago. Well, no, it was over a week ago, but I'll be interested to see next week. I told her about my symptoms and she said that she felt like it could be that labour is quite imminent, but you never know. So I just feel like I'm waiting around, and I'm in that stage now where I really want to meet my daughter. I really do, but when I meet her I want things to be perfect. Like I want this room to be done and I want to feel like 100% ready, and I'm really emotional about saying goodbye to our life as a family of 3. I have absolutely loved being Bill's mum sorry, for like this amount of time. Like it's been the best part of my life, and it just feels really weird to like expect my heart to just like love someone else just as much, and I know that I will. And like, daughter, if you're watching this, trust me, I love you, I really do, but I don't know you yet. And I know that little boy, and I am feeling guilty and all of these silly things, but I'm a big sister and I never turned around to my parents when I was almost 3 years old, when my brother was born, and said like, I hate you, I can't believe you ruined my life with this child. I mean, I probably did once or twice, but I didn't mean it. I was an opinionated 3-year-old. But it's just, it is hard because you can't imagine your heart growing and you can't imagine the situation changing, and I'm not looking forward to having to tell him to like wait or put him last for, you know, not last but put him second, you know, baby needs me. And it's something that I am really worried about, and I just find myself getting really emotional, and I go in bed every night when he's asleep and I get in bed with him while he's like half asleep, and he wraps his arms around me, and he knows, like, he can't remember me doing it. Like, he wakes up in the morning and has no idea that like mama got in bed with him. But I like lie there and watch him sleep, and I stroke his fringe back off his face, and then I'm crying, and I just love him so much. And I just, it's like that you're on like a seesaw, and one day you wake up and you're like, I really want to meet my daughter, and then the next minute you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I want to like say goodbye to this just yet. So it is like a really emotional stage, and I'm getting, what is it with me in these videos? Honestly, every time I make one I end up crying these days. Like, I'm so done with these hormones. So that's definitely one hard part at the moment. But I am loving spending time with him. I'm loving doing mummy things. I'm loving taking him to nursery. Started again this week after Easter, and I got to walk there and take him and pick him up, and it was part of normal life, and I absolutely loved it. I actually have to go into nursery tomorrow to show them all my belly, because William's been telling all of his class about it, and they're really curious. So I've been asked if I'll go in and show my tummy, which is great and a bit weird. Probably one of the weirdest things I've ever been asked to do in my life, but that's kids for you. And then what else? Oh, I have a midwife appointment on my due date next week at 2:30, and I'm having a sweep. And I had 2 sweeps with Bill. One at I think I had the first one at 41 weeks, and then I had another one like a little bit more towards 42, if I remember. So they didn't really work in the sense that I went into labour, but they definitely helped things along, and I lost my plug in a considerable amount and things like that. So I am having one this time, just because, well, to be honest, I want to see how dilated I am. That's like the main thing. But I just want to see, like, I don't see it as like a intervention in the same way like an induction is perhaps, but I would like to just be examined and checked anyway and see if it does help things along, just because my induction was really successful last time and went really quickly for me and really well. But I think that's because my body was at a stage where it was ready, and I don't want to rush my body into labour or anything like that. But I just feel like a sweep is just going to encourage things along, and given the symptoms that I'm already having, and the fact that the midwife thinks I'm really, like, you know, I'm going to be really receptible to things like this, I just want to give it a go and see what happens. So that's my decision. And I'm gonna go with that. So it might be that it works. I could be having her on a due date. I highly doubt it. And I highly doubt that I will go into labour myself this week. I can't really anyway, because I've got woodwork to paint tomorrow, guys, and I need to be fresh for that. Bill's at nursery and I want to use my time wisely. So I guess it's just a waiting game now. But I'm like I said, I'm half ready, I'm half not. I'm anxious, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm beyond happy, I'm beyond grateful. But my life is about to change, and I know what happens this time around. Like, it's changed before, I know what to expect, and that is a very wonderful and hard and crazy thing, I think, anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna start rambling. I will show you my tummy and then I will let you go, and maybe this will be my last pregnancy update, but I'm pretty sure that you can count on me being here next Tuesday anyway. I'll try and make a video straight after my appointment so I can tell you if I'm having any like sweep signs, but we will see. So let me show you this belly, and thank you so much for watching. So excuse me kneeling on my bed to show you this one, but here is my belly with clothes on, and here it is with clothes off. Now last time I had a midwife appointment, I was now measuring spot on at the time, so I was 38 weeks, and that was because she dropped. Obviously when they go down to your pelvis a bit more, your tummy does like lose a bit of measurement, which is a good sign that like your belly's dropped and it's engaged. I don't know whether or not I am particularly low, but it certainly feels like it, and I can get a good hand up here now, and my heartbeat is significantly reduced. So that is my 39-week belly. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you next week. Be cool if it was with a baby, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, I will see you soon and wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Bye.